them the power, your finest hour. Let's make them beg for more. Crossbody, on to the top. We just can't stop. It's something worth fighting for. So let's play the song and I'll sing along. This is your Uproar.
Hi everyone, welcome back to CBPW Uproar. I'm Veda.
And I am Speedball Mike Bailey. And we are on the road to Family Day Feud 5.
Tonight we are going to see CBPW Women's Champion Krystal in action. I'm very excited about that. We have a whole lot more for you first, including, I believe, our opening contest is going to be in singles
The
competition.
following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Malibu, California, weighing in at 185 pounds, and he wants everyone to know he has held a live alligator, the Wave Maker, Kyle Boone!
As I was saying, we have Kyle Boone here in singles competition, having just returned from vacation. He wants everyone to know he was on vacation.
And he held a live alligator, Veda.
Apparently,
If I held a live alligator, I also would want everyone to know.
but now back from his trip, I hope it was a reinvigorating one because Kyle Boone also found out while on vacation that that Kyle and Shiloh are going to be facing Travis Moore in a no DQ match at Family Day Feud 5. So I hope the vacation was a good one.
Introducing next his opponent, from Space Hamilton, Ontario, weighing in at 180 pounds, the Celestial Sniper, Robby Cosmo!
Veda, if you recall, the last time we saw Robby Cosmos, he had a heck of a performance against Kobe Durst in a CBPW Uproar main event.
Yeah, Robby Cosmos has really been impressing here at CBPW. But again, he's now facing someone who has recently held a live alligator. I don't know if that's going to change Kyle Boone's strategy in terms of professional wrestling.
Right? Robby Cosmos, an expert in martial arts, and Kyle Boone held a live alligator. I don't know what's more impressive.
Robby Cosmos is not an alligator.
No.
Seems to be... Well, actually, I don't know. I was going to say seems to be a human being, but he's also from Space Hamilton. So I don't really know what kind of being Robby Cosmos is, but just by my quick visual here, not an alligator, I don't know how Kyle Boone is going to handle this.
My understanding, Veda, is that Robby Cosmos is a human who travels to and from space and puts Kyle Boone in a nice headlock here.
Whoa. Okay, so this is impressing me by Kyle Boone because this top wrist lock is not something you could even do on an alligator, honestly.
Their arms are very short. Robby Cosmos, in contrast, has very long arms, regular size arm.
Kyle Boone wrenching down on the headlock. Now this match itself, it's just a regular match. All the normal rules apply. It is not a no DQ match. It is not what Kyle Boone is going to be facing at Family Day Feud 5. So Kyle needs to keep his head in the game and make sure that he plays by the rules for now.
For now, because Veda, we have seen Kyle Boone oftentimes with the aid of Shiloh bending the rules of professional wrestling and using that to his advantage, which is something he won't... Oh, well, there we go here.
Bending back the head of Robby Cosmos, but Cosmos turns it around.
A handful of air, which is not which is not legal. Oh, in professional wrestling, and once again, when you're in the ropes, the referee has to break it.
Whoa, Cosmos saw that coming. Big sweep. Oh, and kicks the arm, follows up with a huge running drop kick, and nips up Robby Cosmos. Very impressive here in Uproar. I know is becoming a favorite of many. Kyle Boone trying to fight his way out of this waist lock. Whoa, and sends Cosmos to the outside.
Kyle Boone here.
Oh!
Robby Cosmos with a roundhouse kick to Kyle Boone's head just over the second rope. Veda, that is very impressive height on the apron here. Is Robby Cosmos?
Got caught. Cartwheels out. Whoa.
Showtime kick.
Boone out of the way.
Oh!
And I will say this, as far as I can tell, Shiloh is not out here today, and I have to wonder if she's a little upset about this upcoming match. I mean, the challenge was made by Travis Moore while Shiloh and Kyle, that's a freebie, they can have that. They were on vacation. I have to wonder if she's a little upset about her vacation getting ruined. But it's probably to Robby Cosmos' benefit that Shiloh is not here. Because as we have seen, she liberally interferes in Kyle's matches.
All right, well, Kyle here needing no help. Fully in control of Robby Cosmos.
Well,
who slips behind.
Cosmos behind.
Oh. Little takedown crab trap here by Robby Cosmos. And gets a 2 count.
Boone kicks out, gets a lot of distance, and comes running in with a huge lariat.
Literally turns Robby Cosmos inside out in the cover. And gets a 2 count, does Kyle Boone. Some Robby chants from the audience, encouraging Robby Cosmos here, who appears in need of it, as he gets tossed hard into the corner by Kyle Boone.
I see Robby grabbing at his lower back, and that is bad news for someone who relies so much on his athleticism, on his ability to just leap and... I almost said fly. Is that a space pun?
I think float. I think you float in space.
Oh! Robby Cosmos coming in hot, but gets tossed to the apron.
Able to block a punch. Oh!
Oh! Cosmos taking advantage. Springing inside. Boone got out of the way of that moonsault. Oh! Looked like Robby was coming in for a dropkick, and Kyle Boone, very evasive.
Kyle Boone gets back in control here.
Whoa.
Hangs up Robby Cosmos in the corner.
This is bad news for Robby. Nobody apparently is the answer.
A clear and resonant no at the question, who wants to hang 10 with Kyle Boone?
We are currently hanging 10. Maybe he said, who wants to hold an alligator? Oh!
Oh!
Rude.
Once again, this should be a rope break. You should not, in the rules of professional wrestling, you should not be attacking your opponent when he is hanging upside down in the rope. But of course, that does not stop Kyle Boone.
Kyle Boone put Robby Cosmos in the ropes. I mean, that was his whole plan. Again, just bending the rules, and then as we head to Family Day 5, Kyle Boone will be able to break them without repercussions. Oh!
So Robby Cosmos catches him with a sidekick.
Cosmos
springs up into a drop kick, does Robby Cosmos.
Kyle Boone paying for that hang 10 right now.
Roundhouse kick to the leg. Chest. Oh! Overhead kick to the arm into a kick up for Robby Cosmos, who avoids a clothesline and comes back. Spins in the rope. Oh! Spinning kick attempt interrupted by Kyle Boone's elbow.
Boone is staggered, yeah. Not able to take advantage.
Beautiful overhead kick right into Kyle Boone's puka shell necklace.
What year is it exactly for Kyle Boone? I'm wondering what galaxy Robby Cosmos is in, but Kyle Boone.
We've got 1963 versus 2054 in the ring right now. As both competitors exchange elbow strikes and kicks.
Boone is relying on these forearm strikes and uppercuts, but Robby Cosmos seems to have the advantage with these huge kicks. Oh, got blocked.
Robby Cosmos ducks a clothesline. Hard one, right into the solar plexus. Floors Kyle Boone, who is struggling for breath right now.
Whoa. Kyle Boone running Cosmos into the corner.
Both competitors Struggling for air after that hard exchange.
Oh, Kyle Boone is in trouble. Robby Cosmos rolling through, looking for a submission.
Has an omoplata locked in.
Boone is fighting it. Boone has made it to the ropes.
Very nice submission here by Robby Cosmos.
Oh. Boone with the roll-up.
Feet on the ropes.
The official saw it. Wait, Robby Cosmos. Oh!
Went for that Showtime kick once again. Oh!
Huge running uppercut. Kyle Boone about to seal the deal.
Brainbuster by Kyle Boone.
2.
Whoa!
Impressive fortitude by Robby Cosmos. That brainbuster.
Veda, both competitors are exhausted. We are in deep waters right now. Once again, Kyle Boone has a handful of Robby Cosmos' hair as he picks him up on his shoulder, but Robby Cosmos escapes. Oh no! Oh!
Kyle Boone went low with that kick and the official didn't see it.
Oh no. See, once again, Veda, this kind of maneuver will be perfectly legal.
What is going on? What was that? There's like a hissing. What? It's Travis Moore. Travis Moore just threw something at the ring and is now just slinking away. Oh! Here goes Robby Cosmos.
Oh! Tornado kick goes high. Half Nelson spins him out in the cover. 2. Oh!
Here is your winner, Robby Cosmos!
Robby Cosmos with another huge victory as Kyle Boone, distracted by Travis Moore, and in my opinion, that's sort of a turnabout is fair play sort of situation because Moore has had to deal with Boone and Shiloh cutting corners for weeks.
Right, and it only leveled the playing field for Robby Cosmos, who just got kicked in the nuts, Veda, by Kyle Boone seconds before Travis Moore came out and caused a slight distraction. Very impressive here from Robby Cosmos.
I have to wonder what sort of mindset Kyle Boone is going to be in when he takes on Travis Moore at Family Day 5. No DQ.
Alexia, you think you can get away with that dirty cheap shot with your pile driver? After I so graciously accepted your challenge for Family Day Feud 5? I'm about to go prove a point to Jem Scott right now, but then I'm gonna prove my point that I'm so above you. Get out of my way.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Gallagher Island, British Columbia, Jem Scott!
Jem Scott, no relation. Making her return here to CBPW Uproar. We saw Jen debut a few weeks ago. Very, very impressive. Really took it to Alexia Nicole, but Alexia was victorious in that outing now. Krystal Moon, who has, well, she had a whole lot to say about Alexia, is going to take on Jem Scott. And I know that, unfortunately for Jem, I think Krystal's trying to prove a
Introducing
point.
next her opponent. From Kitchener, Ontario, she is your cross-body pro wrestling women's champion, the Misfit, Krystal Moon!
Veda, Krystal Moon has been showing quite the attitude here on Crossbody Pro Wrestling Uproar. We saw her very, very early on turning on her best friend, Matthew Grant, and siding with Aiden Prince to help him win the now vacant Crossbody Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
Well, and Alexia Nicole had a huge problem with that, as she should, Alexia. The only other crossbody women's champion in history, Alexia held that belt for a very, very long time, and I think she just kind of sees Krystal as just disrespecting everything that Alexia built up. Alexia helped build Krystal Moon up. I mean, if it was not for her battles with Alexia, I don't think Krystal would be in the position she's in right now.
That's right. And Krystal Moon is at the top of the food chain right now, a heavy favorite in this matchup. Against Gem Scott, who is 0-1 right now, having only lost a match to Alexia Nicole, but putting on a very impressive performance as she is immediately taken down here by Krystal Moon, who bangs her head up against the canvas.
Again, this level of aggression out of Krystal Moon. Krystal's always been tough. Make no mistake about that. She's always been tough. She is so talented, but this level of viciousness, this is new. This is something that we've only seen in recent weeks. Now Krystal Moon eats an arm drag by Scott, and another.
Beautiful arm drags here.
Krystal staggered.
Gem Scott able to scoop her up as Krystal Moon begs
There's
to be
a
put
cover.
down. Only gets a 2 count.
Krystal's out. I mean, she's out. She's out on the apron, leaving the ring. And sending a message to Alexia Nicole, which maybe this is not the best time to do that, Krystal. You're in the middle of a match. Oh! Hot shot over the top rope.
Or maybe it was Veda. Maybe, just maybe, Krystal Moon knows what she's doing
Cover.
and is taking advantage of the lack of experience of Gem Scott.
Big leg drop by Moon. And another. Krystal Moon relentless. Again, another pinfall attempt, and Gem Scott's still in it.
Veda, you and I.
Whoa, what a senton.
You and I have both been in the ring with Krystal Moon, and we know firsthand. Only a 2 count here, just how tough she is. But when we fought her, she did not have the attitude she does now that seems to be serving her quite well as she beats up Gem Scott here in the corner.
And we've seen the animosity between Krystal Moon and Alexia Nicole really heat up recently. Krystal referenced that pile driver by Alexia's trademark maneuver, trying to take Krystal out in advance of Family Day Feud 5. But Krystal Moon back now, taking it to Gem Scott, big combination. He's in the corner.
Sorry, a big Krystal Moon trademark here.
Cover again. Scott kicks out.
Those running knees to the corner have served Krystal Moon well. And she wants to hear the boos. As Gem Scott gets a roll up here.
Oh, that was almost a huge upset. And a big lariat by Moon takes down Scott.
Krystal Moon, who screams out in anger as she takes down Gem Scott. Another cover here. And only gets a 2 count.
Krystal really taking time to taunt the audience here. Again, Krystal Moon used to be one of the biggest favorites in CBPW. That has changed. Oh! Dropkick to the back of the head. Moon, not finished yet. Follows up with a running lariat. Looking for the pinfall to end it. Gem Scott breaks out. Huge forearm. That floored Krystal.
Krystal Moon was just taunting. Gem Scott now paying for it with multiple clotheslines.
And a third. Gem Scott not done. Gets Krystal up on the shoulders. Moon is fighting it.
Ripcord. Flatliner by Krystal Moon.
And now, look at this, rolling into a submission. Gem Scott, had to tap, no choice there.
Here is your winner, Krystal Moon!
Krystal Moon with the victory. she has to be feeling good about that. Not that she thinks there was any doubt. I disagree. Jem Scott, very impressive in that. But now this has to have Krystal Moon feeling pretty good. Looking forward to Family Day Feud 5 and her match with Alexia Nicole.
That's right, Veda. And it's interesting to note, it only took Krystal Moon 4 minutes to defeat Jem Scott, and it took Alexia Nicole 5 minutes.
Don't let Krystal find out about that. She probably wants this back.
I think Mitch is better than you, Alexia. What else can I do better than you?
Again, you gotta understand what Alexia Nicole is to women's pro wrestling in Canada. She's a mentor. She's an icon. For Krystal Moon to insult Alexia like that, I mean, I even take that personally.
And you should.
Ugh. Yeah, I don't like this. I'm a big Krystal Moon fan. I don't like this.
Well, I'm a big Jem Scott fan, Veda. Very impressive matches here across Bloody
I'm gonna start
Uproar.
taking familial credit for Jem Scott if she keeps coming along.
You should. What are we going
You
with?
know.
Niece?
Clay Wilson.
Matthew Grant, the standard.
I saw you won your semifinal match out of Under the Gold. I won mine as well. I'm really looking forward to our match.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely, sir. Looking forward
Handshakes,
to it.
nice.
But, we're a little bit a ways out from Family Day Feud.
Yeah.
How about I suggest something, to just add a little bit of competition between you and I.
Okay, I'm interested. What do you got in mind?
Well, since we're ready for competition, how about for this week, I pick your opponent, and for next week, you can pick my opponent.
All right, no
How's that
funny
sound?
business. I appreciate that. You know what? I accept your challenge, sir.
deal.
I accept your challenge. I look forward to it.
Perfect. Awesome. Hey, by the way, you're going to be wrestling a good friend of mine, Sway Archer. Good luck.
Oh, so we're going to be seeing a little bit of a pick your poison action.
Introducing first, making their way to the ring, Old Age
In
Renegades!
that match between Matthew Grant and apparently Sway Archer, that's going to happen a little bit later because first, we have tag team action. The Old Age Renegades, they are back. Yeah, we have a huge tag team championship match happening at Family Day Feud 5. Old Age Renegades, they are involved in that matchup, but so are their opponents.
Introducing next their opponents. Making their way to the ring, the Otaku Nilo Reyes and Laurel CassieD!
Nilo Reyes and Laurel CassieD, they are a brand new tag team here in CBPW. I mean, not new best friends. They've been best friends for a long time, through thick and thin, but now they have the opportunity to become CBPW Tag Team Champions. Nilo asked Laurel to be his tag team partner, and we are going to see that at Family Day Feud 5.
That's right. They quickly became fan favorites here at Cross Body Pro Wrestling Uproar. Veda. Oh!
No! Oh, come on. Somehow that's even more offensive to me when it's Nilo and Laurel with they were doing their entrance for the first time as a tag team.
Well, Veda, it honestly should be expected by now from the Old Age Renegades.
Nilo and Laurel not even had time to get rid of their entrance gear. Already this match has started, but wait! Oh! Laurel absolutely flooring her opponent.
That's right. Devin Parkside and Mark Shaw sent to the outside of the ring to recover.
Uh-oh. I don't think the Old Age Renegades...
Nilo!
What?
Kawaii!
That really angered Devin Parkside.
Okay, Boomer. Do we still say okay, Boomer?
We can now.
Okay, good.
That is so uncalled for. Just because Old Age Renegade don't have any cool props.
Oh! Nilo rolling and evading.
Uh-oh, this is bad news for Parkside. This is the wrong corner to be in. Here comes Laurel. There was a tag. Laurel with a cross body. Heads back to the outside.
Shades of Gail Kim here by Laurel CassieD.
Whoa. Impressive double teams here. Rolling through into a pin. They're just so gosh darn cute. How can you not root for Laurel and Nilo? Even their offense is adorable.
Veda, they are the complete opposite of the Old Age Renegades who are just brutal roughneckers.
Parkson said he needs a little time here. Oh! Come on!
Veda, I think Devin Parkside saying he needs a little time may have been a fun prank in order to send Laurel CassieD's face into that buckle. Now sends Laurel's face down into the mat.
Parkside bridging. Oh, what's up?
A bridging armbar.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looked like a bridging hammerlock, but it was almost like half a chicken wing.
You know, whatever it was, it certainly seemed effective.
Yeah, I don't want to find out. I don't want to try it.
As Mark Shaw gets tagged in.
Mark Shaw, the largest competitor in this match. One headbutt sends Laurel to the canvas.
Brutal headbutt here. Just towering over Laurel CassieD. Almost daring her to get up and fight back.
Oh, another headbutt. Oh.
Oof. Mark Shaw curmudgeonly tells the audience to shut up before slamming Laurel CassieD's face back down to the canvas.
Laurel, though, she's stuck in that Old Age Renegades corner. There's a tag. Outside legal again.
Oh!
And again, Laurel couldn't be any further from her own corner.
I am firmly with the audience here. I do not like Devin Parkside's attitude. I'm glad he got loudly booed for that chop. As he attempts to... Oh! Laurel CassieD here with a small package.
Two! Very close. Then Parkside again. Hammers down on Laurel. Sends her back into the corner. Here comes Parkside. Oh, what a drop kick.
The audience cheering for Laurel.
As Parkside just drags her back up to her feet.
Went for that dropkick again, but Laurel had it scouted. And Laurel with an avalanche to the corner.
Oh! Belly to belly. Parkside is down. This is Laurel's chance to finally make that tag.
Chance of Laurel from the Crossbody Pro Wrestling Uproar audience. As Nilo gets the tag.
Nilo illegal, but so...
No.
Oh, no, Mark Shaw didn't even get tagged in. Devin Parkside didn't make it in time. Parkside once again was just reaching out for that tag. Shaw nowhere to be seen.
Shaw wisely knocked off the apron by Nilo as Devin Parkside elbows his way out of a fireman's carry.
Whoa, catches Nilo from behind. Parkside. Oh, they are fighting over this hold.
Oh! Devin Parkside narrowly avoids the history maker.
Yeah, that definitely rocked him, though.
Oh! Eat the feet on the apron by Laurel CassieD.
Big sit-out powerbomb. Two. Oh, Parkside able to kick out.
Only gets a 2. Mark Shaw reaching to break the count.
Parkside up on Nilo's shoulders, but nails some elbows. Whoa!
Oh!
With the driver, Nilo gets the cover, but Mark Shaw.
In to break the count as Laurel CassieD steps in as well.
Official warning Laurel. There wasn't a tag. That was a blind tag. What? Come on.
Will the old age Renegades know every trick in the book?
Wait, there was a tag there. Laurel CassieD just got floored.
Oh my God. She is out. Laurel CassieD is out. Mark Shaw tags Devin Parkside back in. 2-1-1 here.
Oh wait, Laurel's still fighting back.
Huge forearms. Leg kick by Laurel CassieD. Spinning back fist. Devin Parkside is rocked.
Another. Parkside is down. Knocking Mark Shaw to the floor. Tag to Nilo.
Nilo ducks one. Spinning back fist.
Into a history maker. 1, 2.
Oh, what is this? What is this? Mark Shaw attacking Laurel and Nilo after the bell. Shoves down the official.
Come on. Nilo and Laurel, very impressive with a double team maneuver for victory, and the Old Age Renegades are not having it.
Oh, the official thrown out of the ring.
Ugh.
Veda, both of these teams will take part in a 4-way tag team match at Family Day Feud 5, and it is not looking good. Oh my God, those headbutts. Nilo and Laurel were able to get the win, but...
Yeah, Nilo and Laurel will be one of 4 teams, we think, for Family Day Feud 5. I mean, after watching this, is Nilo going to be capable of even being in that match?
Fisherman's DDT into a double foot stomp by Devin Parkside. As Laurel CassieD is left powerless outside the ring.
We are the greatest tag team in crossbody. Don't forget it.
They are the greatest tag team in crossbody, and we shouldn't forget it, or so they say. Well, they were not able to get the victory in the actual contest, yet here they are standing tall after the bell.
Well, and really sending a message to all the teams in that tag team match.
And all the teams in Crossbody Pro Wrestling Uproar.
This one didn't count. Next Saturday. Can't go tag belt.
The Old Age Renegades sending a message ahead of Family Day Feud 5. I'm glad to see Nilo and Laurel.
Again, keep in mind, they did win the match. They have a victory as a tag team.
That's right, that spinning back fist into the History Maker combo got them the actual win, and they're able to walk out on their own.
All right, fans, we're going to get right back to the action soon. But first, Mike Flash. Last week on Uproar, you seemingly added another member to your faction. Care to comment?
Jamie. Time for a knowledge check, courtesy of the Flash Institute of Learning. You see, in olden days, when people were lost in the wilderness, they used a compass to find their way. Because no matter how lost you were, that compass always pointed north. Now, Isaiah Cross, well, he's been lost in the wilderness of his young career, relying on the cheers and adulation of the crowd to guide him, but all they've been doing is leading him on a downward spiral to mediocrity. And a 250-pound, 6'8" giant of a man does not deserve to toil in mediocrity. I saw the potential. Now, everyone likes to talk about the young lions of crossbody, the Matthew Grants, the Travis Moores, the great Otakus, and admittedly, Matthew Grant has the heart of a lion. Travis Moore, he surfs on the vibe of the crowd, and the great Otaku, well, he's got the aito akigore, the love and admiration of the crossbody fans. But while they're toiling around in the jungle that is the crossbody pro wrestling, Isaiah Cross, well, now he has his own wrestling compass in me to guide him. And as the aforementioned scurry around directionless like prey, he stands tall with a clear path in front of him to the top of crossbody. And he will pick off each and every one on his way, like the predator that he was born to be. So next week on Uproar, I will introduce not the newest member of my faction, but my faculty, my doctor of education, my doctor of physical education. And soon all will kneel before the new, improved, and soon to be very deadly Isaiah Cross. Class dismissed.
Thank you, Mike Flash. Let's get back to the action.
Thank you to our sponsors, Forbes Hobbies at forbeshobbies.ca.
CB Crossbody Studios at CBPW Academy.
The Handshaking Team at Handshaking Team.
Buzz Media Productions at Buzz Media Productions.
And Liquid Genre Studios, live event video production at Liquid Genre Studios.
This is your moment, it's some worth fighting for. Show them the power, your finest hour, let's make them beg for more. Crossbody, on to the top, we just can't stop, it's some worth fighting for. So let's play the song and I'll sing along. This is your Uproar. This is your Uproar.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
We are back here at CBPW Uproar for some more singles competition.
Introducing first, from San Juan, Trinidad, weighing at 190 pounds, representing Dynasty, the Culture King, Sway Archer!
Now, Mike, we've seen Sway Archer on CBPW Uproar before, but this time, this is at the behest of Clay Wilson. Wilson and Matthew Grant, they set up a pick your poison type situation where they get to choose each other's opponents in advance of Family Day Feud 5. And Wilson picked Sway Archer.
That's right, and this is our second time seeing Sway Archer on Crossbody Pro Wrestling Uproar,
Introducing next his opponent,
who just barely fell short to Travis Moore. And here's Matthew Grant.
from Hamilton, Ontario, weighing at 150 pounds, the promo paragon, the connoisseur of Red Bull, the standard, Matthew Grant!
Veda, on that towel, it said, caution, Shank City ahead. Matthew Grant has used that shank, that spear, right into the ribs to win matches many times.
Now, in this series of matches, with Sway Archer now taking on Matthew Grant and Clay Wilson taking on, well, I guess we're going to find out next week, ahead of Family Day Feud 5. I mean, these are incredibly important matches. You don't want to go into that finals of the Autobahn of the Gold tournament with a loss.
That's right. It's very important. The Autobahn to the Gold tournament, very important to all the competitors in honoring the memory of Autobahn, who was a huge part of Crossbody Pro Wrestling's history, as well as the winner gets to receive any title shots anytime they want.
And I know Matthew Grant would love to be back in the CBPW championship picture after, really, I don't want to put too fine a point on this, but after being cheated out of that championship opportunity in the very first episode by Aiden Prince and Krystal Moon. And Archer, well, if we look at this situation as Archer is sort of like a hired mercenary for Clay Wilson, he's really focused on the job ahead, and so far he's doing a great job. Looks very confident, but wait. Okay.
Matthew Grant says they got off on the wrong foot and offers a hand.
Oh. Archer kicks it away with a smile.
So he offers a foot. Doesn't want to shake the hand. Very interesting here by Sway Archer. Very, very confident man.
Well, he said, I'm here to fight you. He's got a job to do for Clay Wilson.
Yet here he is, sticking his head underneath the top rope to force a break.
Grant goes for handshake again.
I appreciate this. I like Grant's attitude right now.
Whoa, so Archer grabs the headlock, but they're fighting over this headlock.
Sway Archer reverses into a wrist lock, spins him around.
Grant back in control. Impressive reversals by Matthew Grant. But wait, Sway Archer also impressive. Fighting over standing switch, rolling into a cover, and Archer kicks out at 1.
Offers his hand again. Does Matthew Grant? THT, the handshaking team, of which Matthew Grant is a part. His handshake's very meaningful. Oh! Sway Archer pulls him into a back elbow.
Here comes Archer, but Grant out of the way. Matthew Grant. Oh, got sent to that buckle hard. You could see. Look at, there's already tape on the shoulder of Matthew Grant.
That's right. As a professional wrestler, needing to tape up is not something you want to do. You don't want to let your opponent know that you have an injury.
But sometimes it's the only way to get through a match. And I think you're right, though. Sway Archer had definitely zeroed in on that taped up shoulder. It's like a target.
That's right. And Matthew Grant has been very active in Crossbody Pro Wrestling Uproar. Very successful, but very active. And Veda, you have to believe that has taken a toll on his body. And Sway Archer, training out of the Battle Arts Academy, very good at submissions, very good at strikes.
Looking for the cover here.
Oh.
Grant still in it.
Sway Archer is one of the tallest competitors in Crossbody Pro Wrestling.
Ooh.
Elbowing down on that injured shoulder of Matthew Grant.
Oh, Grant doesn't give up, so Archer repositions.
Oh!
Again, into a shoulder breaker. Another cover. And clearly, Sway Archer has a strategy here, has zeroed in on that shoulder, and as you mentioned, has a huge repertoire of possible submission maneuvers. Again, wrenching back on the arm on the shoulder of Matthew Grant, who is reaching, but reaching in the wrong direction.
Now, Veda, it should be noted that Sway Archer is also an accomplished costume maker. He makes a lot of pro wrestling gear, including my own. Oh! And if you know anything about making pro wrestling gear, it requires a lot of planning, a lot of forethought, which is something Sway Archer is excellent at, and it's showing here in his wrestling.
Yeah.
Very calculated.
Yeah, as soon as Sway Archer went after the shoulder, he hasn't stopped. It's been relentless, focusing on breaking down Matthew Grant. And look at again, right to the shoulder. Oh! By hammer locking the arm, Sway Archer exposed more of Matthew Grant's shoulder. Ooh, that's not good.
Stepping on the shoulder of Matthew Grant is Sway Archer here. Sway Archer is absolutely, mathematically, and technically breaking down Matthew Grant here, and might I add, looking very good as he does it.
Well, I mean, keep in mind, Sway Archer was the choice of Clay Wilson. Is this because Clay Wilson knew that Sway Archer would be so deliberate and effective at immobilizing Matthew Grant in advance of the finals of the Autobahn of the Gold tournament?
That's right, Clay Wilson. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Matthew Grant firing back here.
Again goes for the arm. And using the rope to tie up Matthew Grant.
Gets a 5 count here. Oh! Clay Wilson, much like Sway Archer, is very technical, very calculated.
Here's a pinfall.
Shoulders up.
Again.
Both
Sway
Clay-
Archer. Oh. Sorry, you were saying.
Both Sway and Clay are very calculated wrestlers, very technique-oriented, like to break down bodies slowly. And Matthew Grant is scrappy. He is an underdog. He fights with his heart. He puts his body on the line and is not afraid to do so.
Archer again using that height advantage that he has. I mean, I was talking about Sway Archer breaking down, maybe, you know, getting better chances for Clay Wilson ahead of Family Day Feud 5, but I don't know if Matthew Grant is going to be in the shape to have a match at all.
That's right, clearly dealing with an injury here.
I mean, Clay Wilson may have taken care of his Matthew Grant problem tonight.
Now you gotta wonder, how will Matthew Grant respond to this? What kind of opponent?
Oh, there's a quick cover. Oh, you're right. I
What
hadn't
kind of
thought about
opponent will he
that.
have in store for Clay Wilson?
Archer came in knee first.
Oh!
Eats the code breaker.
One-armed code breaker by Matthew Grant here floors Sway Archer. The ref giving a 10 count here. A double down. Both men have to the count of 10 to make it to their feet.
Oh, they're up.
Matthew Grant avoids Sway Archer's attack in the corner.
Oh, Matthew Grant, high risk.
High risk.
All the way up top.
Top rope drop kick.
Again, shaking out the shoulder, but sent Sway Archer flying to the other side of the ring. Here comes Matthew Grant.
Still able to use that shoulder at the least.
Whoa.
Oh, shades of Tetsuya Naito.
Now another cover by Grant to win. And Archer again kicks out.
That was a very, very successful combination by Matthew Grant here that put him in control, but at what cost?
He said shank time. Oh! Archer got the knee up.
Blue Thunder Bomb.
1, 2.
Oh!
Matthew Grant still in this.
Veda, it shows tremendous heart that Matthew Grant was willing to sacrifice that injured shoulder in order to score with the shank.
Archer. Oh, wait. Matthew Grant frees himself from that hold. Shank!
Oh! Oh!
Here's your winner,
Matthew Grant able to hit the shank, but you know that spear, that can't be comfortable for the already injured arm of Matthew. Look, he can't even raise that arm. Maybe sacrifice the shoulder in favor of winning this match with that spear.
That's right, Veda, but how many times is he going to be able to use the shank with that injured shoulder? Big match coming up. The finals of the Autobahn to the Gold tournament. at Family Day Feud 5. Matthew Grant will face Clay Wilson, but next week we find out
Who Clay Wilson is gonna have to wrestle, who Matthew Grant chooses. Thank you for joining us at CBPW Uproar. I am Veda Scott.
And I am Speedball Mike Bailey.
We will see you next week.